Let's come for an evening conversation. How are we doing? Before it is midnight, so guys, come online. Let's have a chat. Let's have a talk. Today in Anambra State, the guy named Fish Magnet, there was a candlelight for him in the state. There was a candlelight, and in that candlelight we had Lord Zeus, we had a very dark man. They all came for the candlelight. I will say once more, may his soul rest in perfect peace. His death is one death too many. His death is what is still a mystery that many would, if you agree with me, I think, my state of Anambra, if you ask me, should have by now found those who are behind his death. There is no reason why by now we should not know who killed him. Oh shit. There is no reason why by now we shouldn't know who killed the fish magnet. Absolutely no reason, right? Absolutely no reason why by now we shouldn't know who killed him. And that's on one plank. On the other plank, one is questioning the reason why the APC is having some electoral erection regarding the one-term, commitment by His Excellency Mr. Pitobi. Somebody told you that he's going to serve one term to be a national hero. Suddenly, everybody that is in the APC, it appears they were in one WhatsApp group where they were told, "Oh, you must attack, attack." Everybody goes ballistic. I think in the next couple of days, what I probably I would do is Nigerian time, because obviously I am not in Nigeria at the moment. I'm touring the states of America. I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'll be having a lecture with Dr. Damages in New York on Friday. So I am somewhere. I want to go and see Trump. So let me know what the Trump will do. So the place I am now is close to Trump House. So I'm close to Trump House. In case if Tinubu does anything. So if you have any letter to submit, come, I will go to Trump House. I'm drinking my tea. So my point here is, people, that for some reason the APC is having an erection over a promise made by an individual saying that he's going to serve only one term. So what is their problem? Why all of a sudden, all the messages that they've been putting out, you could actually agree with me that it is being concocted in one WhatsApp group. So those social media urchins are being sent out to go and amplify that. But one good thing is, as somebody tweeted, the challenge that they have now is every single person talks about one thing. You look at now, moments ago, I think even Arabembi was on TV talking about the same thing, saying Peter Obi cannot be trusted. Arabambi, what is your problem? You are not contesting. Somebody said he was going to do a single term. Now, there has never been anybody who contested election where it's in the lips of every single Nigerian, where people are now saying this person is to be trusted, is going to contest election. The other person is not going to be trusted if he does one term. We didn't have this level of, Barakboism when Atiku said in 2019, because you recall that Atiku said he was going to do one term, and and the P2B will take over. And even now, Atiku has also said that he was going to do one term. So why is it that those level of attack that you can see going to P2B is not being seen on the other side? Why is the APC having this much erection on this singular, commitment? Now, the commitment also goes further to say that he was going to serve only one term if elected. So to Nigerians, because many people may not know, Peter Obi is the architect of zoning in Anambra State. I recall then, 2000, after the second election, he kept saying it that power should move to the north. And the way, honestly, the way, if you're in Anambra, you know that if not the way he put his foot down, election would have been between Anambra Central and Anambra South all the time. The people of the north would have been subdued by these heavy men in Anambra. I'm from Anambra South. Peter B is from Anambra Central. So we know that if not the way he put his foot down, by then he went to America, brought back his SSG then, who he was prepping up to take over. That is Oselo Kobaze. Eventually things happened, politics happened with Victor May and the APCA, and eventually Obiano unexpectedly eventually emerged. The rest is history. But one thing is very clear, that he was very clear in trying to get Obiano, or rather Obaze, to become the governor, or rather someone from the north. Because at some point, Obidibo was in the fray. Fast forward, and it has stuck. When Soludo contested the governorship of Anambra State with Peter Obi, he found out that he can't break these jinx. He had to do a deal with Obiano. Stayed, joined the party. And I can make bold to tell us now, the same thing is likely to play out. After Soludo, if Soludo wins second term, or if any other person wins second term, we are likely to see that someone from the central, and pay attention to Stachidoka. I won't say more than this, but pay attention to Stachidoka. That's a conversation for another day. And that is actually the reason why Soludo said what Soludo said. Soludo was seen in audio, which many of you have misinterpreted, where he said that the person who, someone should go for a psychiatric test if that person promises one term. No, Soludo is saying that not to Peter Obi, but to all his co-contestants. Okachuku, Mogalu, Nwosu, which other one with gray hair? All of them, in their campaign, they promised in Anambra, we are going to do one term, because zoning has been entrenched in Anambra State, courtesy of Peter Obi. But people, changed it and, used it to say that Soludo was talking to Peter Obi. But even at that, even if he's not talking to Peter Obi, sometimes I question the way the professor talks. As a man of civility, I would not have advised Soludo to have used such language. It was strong. Understanding that this is a political season, but just to say that people should go and have their heads examined because they are promising people one time. He said, no, in any bed. That means the promise a man makes to a woman before they get into Zaza room, in the words of Fela and Nicola Bokuti, right? But that is by the way. So the point here is that there is something that is happening why the APC is jittery. One, APC, let me now tell you one thing many of us don't know. APC is doing everything possible, promising heaven and earth to ensure that Peter Obi is not in the ballot. That's point one. But at that, I can also promise them that that's not possible. They're saying that Peter Obi, they are doing everything possible to ensure that Peter Obi will not be in the ballot. That is almost impossible to do, that Peter Obi will not be in the ballot. Point two, you question yourself, why would a party that is in governance, that ought to be giving Nigerians real governance, why would they be worried about somebody promising them a second, just promising Nigerians one single term? Because they know that if the North buys into the idea and believes Peter Obi, then it becomes the playing field becomes equal. That means Tinubu has only one term and Obi has one term. If both of them are to contest, who would they choose? So if Peter Obi and Tinubu contest on the premise of one single term of 4 years, who do you think Nigerians would choose? I ask this question. And sometimes when I ask these questions, the other people get angry. I say to you, if you have $1 million, who would you give this money for you, to manage for you? Knowing that the future of your family depends on it, if this money is not managed properly, your wife, your children will be chased out from their homes. There will be, they cannot walk the streets and hunger will wire them. Who would you give this money to? That is Nigeria for you. So who would you actually want to manage the economy of Nigeria? Those that have managed it in the last 2 years will have seen where they have left us. Who is the next person to do this for us? That is on plank 2. On plank 3 is, again, the question resurfaces. Why are they really jittery about, that someone is promising to do one single term? If you ask me, I would say because they know that the game is almost over. They know that the game is almost over. So it could be another angle to it. I do not know. But look at that, people, right? Then we'll understand that there is a reason why the APC is having electoral erection. Electoral erection, that is what the APC is currently having. APC is jittery. They had their digital summit last week and invited all their digital media urchins and, recharge their telephones and recharge their SIM cards to go back and begin to cause more mayhem. On the other hand, someone, is in the lips of everybody. ADC, in the lips of Obi. This one, Obi. This one, Obi. This one. Make una will no kill the man now. Okay? So, this stream is going to be very short. On the other hand, people, in Anambra State today, there is a candlelight procession for the guy known as Fish Magnet that was kidnapped in Anambra State, I believe, last week and was eventually killed. Now, and this evening, I read a report published by Njenje Media that a Reverend Father, a cleric in Anambra State has also called on Professor Chukwu Machao Soludo to disband the Operation Udogachi. There has been some, serious level of high-handedness that has been experienced by this entity. That is on one hand. On the other hand is that people are also accusing them of, that insecurity, even with Udogachi, insecurity is everywhere. This guy it's killed. Up to now, there is no concrete, evidence as to who killed him. Some are saying that it could be business partners because the young man is promoting cheap fish that is going to feed everyone. That it's not necessarily about making a huge margin, but minimum margin but saturate the market with cheap fish. If that is the case, why is it almost impossible that since almost or if not more than a week of his death, there is no concrete evidence or there is no concrete, lead as to who killed the young man in question? It's one of those deaths that you think this is, pros and cons up to her it's one of those deaths that you think, guys, this is one death too many. There is no reason why we should have this type of death. Please, those of you joining me, please like, share, and subscribe. Like I said before, like, share, and subscribe, please. Only one person liked the stream now. Come on now, we can do better than this. Like, share, and subscribe. So for those of you in New York area, if you can join me on Friday, I think we shared the location at the comment section. Join me where we'll be giving lectures or basically a discussion with Nigerians in the New York area. I will be attending their live, and I'll be speaking live with Dr. Damages of Dr. Damages Rudolph Okonkwo, right? Njakiri Damages, actually, I think that's correct. Njakiri Damages. I will be there live with him. Now, once more, I say to the young man that died, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Right? May his soul rest in perfect peace. And earlier today, as VDM was in Anambra State, and the young ones started singing. I don't know why young people do that. This was a sober moment, a moment to reflect on life. But it was turned into a campaign. Like VDM was like, a celebrity of sort. Of course, to the young Nigerians, he is. I mean, begrudge him not, he is, right? And suddenly they started singing, something against Portable, something against Tinubu, which I think was not, in my view, necessary, right? But there is a song that Oja that signifies the essence of that event, and I'm going to play that for us here. Let me play that for you. Alumen. May his soul rest in perfect peace. May his killers be caught and be brought to justice. Like I said earlier, that's one death too many. He should not have died. But sadly, the insecurity across the country took his life. And I say this to those who are making, especially the Southeast and the Anambra State, an ungovernable place. Please surrender. I am aware that some people within the axis of Osu, Osihutokwa, and Osumoho, Asia, Ihiala, and Co. Amnesty has been offered to you people for a very long time. We say, please, please, please accept, lay down your arms, and reintegrate yourself into the society. No one, not Onyibo. Onyibo are Binofia. No human, not Onyibo, lives in the forest. Those in the cities, please. I don't know what else to say. I can only appeal to us to please, 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 lay down arms. Lay down arms. Lay down arms. Let me take this question. Someone is making a comment. Hold on. Live charts. Hold on. You can drop a question. It says, you people are not helping P2B. The truth is that it stands as it stands. Hold on. As it stands now, he can't contest alone. Tinubu will rig that election. Let him form coalition with Atiku. I don't know. Somebody is in the coalition. I don't know what some of us, our problem is. Listen, the man P2B knows what he's doing. You know, I get so many voice notes, I get so many inbox. People say, tell him this, tell him that, tell him this. And I say in 2003, that's about 22 years ago, he understood and he knew the strategy he used in clinching the APGA tickets then, and eventually he governed Anambra State against all odds. Even when everybody told him, do not go to courts, the election is finished. I can't, someone has evolved. So my problem is the people saying P2B or not. You see, let me tell you, no one close to P2B is saying P2B or nothing, right? Money stops nonsense. You guys would, the way you are now, you have a phone, you have a laptop, you can write anything you want. It doesn't mean Peter is not the one saying P2B or nothing. I don't know how else to explain this to you people. Some of the article people can say what they are saying. These people writing P2B or nothing, people tweeting P2B or nothing, people saying P2B or nothing, when the conversation within the coalition or how political decisions will be made, when that conversation happens, they will not be there and they will never come close. So, you know, you guys should just ignore people. I mean, people must say something. I don't know why that. Be focused. Look at what the man Peter is doing. What is he saying? Ask questions. What is he saying? What is he doing? Not just saying, oh, people are saying P2B or not. And so what? Now they're out now. It's just like saying, oh, now P2, if, you know, P2B is the president. And so now out you take Tokam now. Do you understand? So I think, guys, you know, we should calm down. Let those things not bother us, to be honest with you guys. Those things shouldn't bother us. You know, if you have any question, I'll be here for a couple of minutes. it's not going to be more than 30 minutes for this stream, then I'll call it a quit. I just want to see, even in my travel, how I can do, short kind of live videos where you can join, ask questions, if it's possible. If you guys wish, if you want to join in YouTube, I can actually create one that will allow you join me and have conversation. So we can do this every evening, but I think today is late. But maybe tomorrow we can do it earlier than this, right? For many of you to join, please like, share, and subscribe. Like I said before, I will leave us with the following. Those that govern us in Anambra State, I say, please, please, please do everything you can to bring back security to the state. And to the APC that are having political erection, na magani borantashi na una drink, igo pepper una the more. On this note, I say thank you very much for joining me. I am still Mazi Ezeoke. Good night from this.